It is Friday, January 23rd. Welcome to Around the Block.
Right.
My partner in crime, Kent Ogle, with us today.
Around the ice block.
I know.
Golly.
It's absolutely going to be a mess outside.
Sure
very
sounds
soon.
like it. I know.
I feel like I'm a little nervous about going outside in the next hour or two and seeing what lies in wait.
Yeah, that north wind came on through. I made a quick run to my house, and my flag was just, I've got
Whipping.
a flag on a pole there. Well, yeah. Coming out of the north.
Oh, man, here it comes, guys. I know we've been talking about it for well over a week now, but it has finally arrived. And we were talking all morning on the morning show about how this could be a historic snowstorm for the state of Oklahoma, one that we have not really seen in many, many years.
Right. By the way, officially, since I haven't talked to you on this show yet, welcome to the morning newscast. We're so glad to have you.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I feel like we just went smooth right in and just everything was such an easy transition.
Yeah, working really, really good. And of course, you've done the mornings before in the past, so it's an easy transition for you. I know the alarm clock probably wasn't that easy of a transition right out of the gate.
I don't know if I told you this or not yet, but my husband set a second alarm on his phone just in case, for whatever reason. He said, for the first couple of weeks, I'll set one on my phone too, just
That's
in
nice
case.
of him to do that.
I know. He's so good. He's so good. You were on the desk about an hour or so ago whenever they did a press conference to update us on all of the weather preparations for the city of Oklahoma City and
OG&E, ONG also spoke. Embark spoke as well. So kind of the takeaway is the city is prepared. They've got all their over 30 snowplows ready to go. They've already brined all the bridges on the snow routes. We have that for you at KFOR.com, the snow route map. By the way, we have a link to that. So they've brined all the bridges already. And that's really, remember this, that's really what they treat the hardest are those snow routes out there. And of course, they get help from the state transportation department with the highways through town. So they're doing that.
And they use the beet juice on the overpasses and the bridges.
Yeah, they use that special brine from the beet juice.
Stronger.
Supposed to be able to handle it down to about 40 below.
Really?
That's what they said.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So also Embark is saying that they're going to have all their bus routes still running. They're going to have the shuttle running. They're going to have the Thunder shuttle running if you're going to one of those games. They're also making it clear that all the buses are free. Anybody that needs to get on a bus, if it's a homeless person or somebody that's in a homeless camp, we got to get out of those camps. Got to get to some shelters. So they're going to be prioritizing, making sure that they've got their eyes open, looking for anybody that may be needing that type of thing. The buses to the shelters are free. So they have that going on. ONG said that their infrastructure is in good shape. They're ready to go. And OG&E says that they've already staged about 500 linemen in southern Oklahoma. Different types of linemen they have. Some are like vegetation experts for broken limbs and that type of thing that are there for when the storm hits, because they're going to have an ice storm down south, and we know what that means, no power.
Oh, gosh. And that she said, I was listening to that press conference as well, she said 900 total, which includes the 500 service area and field crows, but 900 total that they have out and about across the entire state.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. But, I mean, this is a serious situation. And they also said they didn't expect to have many power outages as far as our area was concerned.
No, that's right. Yeah. But it doesn't think we're going to get the kind of ice that hangs on power lines.
Yeah, which is good. Nobody wants that.
No.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine losing power through all of this? It would just be absolutely terrible.
Absolutely awful.
And another thing I thought was interesting, what Embark said, was that they have their own plows now. They have their own trucks and their own plows where they treat areas around each one of their bus stops and their facilities with their own crews. So sometimes you might be out and about in the Oklahoma City area behind a salt truck or plow truck, and it might say Embark on the side. They have their own crews, which they recently acquired those plow trucks and salt trucks. And I thought that was pretty interesting. They have their own
interesting too, talking about the cables that power the streetcars up above, that they actually have guys that get out and tap the lines to break the ice off of them so they don't get, tangled up in ice.
Yeah, and stuck there for a while. And I think I believe I heard him say that they're going to continue to run even though they won't have passengers on it for a few hours past midnight to make sure it doesn't freeze over on those cables. So a lot of things you don't really think about, Ken, when it comes to all of this.
It takes a lot, doesn't it?
It does. It takes a lot. I thought one thing though that Michael Colbert from the City of Oklahoma City said, we want to get back home to our families just as much as you do. So they want you to watch out for them while they're on the roads because they are going to be on the roads throughout the week. And as Emily was saying, all morning long. I mean, this obviously is going to be on the roads on Monday and Tuesday because we're not really going to hit the freezing line, above freezing line for maybe not even at all next week.
Yeah, this stuff's not going anywhere. Even with some sunshine, it will sublimate a little bit, which means, of course, just evaporating basically. And so the roads will lose a little bit. But if it's that sleet, underneath that snow, that's going to be a different animal.
Have you treated your driveway and all of that in preparation yet?
I have not, no.
You plan on doing it?
I do have some salt melt I'll throw out today. But, that stuff,
I know.
It works okay.
Yeah, I got some for my driveway too because it's pretty, it's slanted. So I bought some and I told my husband, I said, as long as we can just throw it down there before all this stuff starts coming down later tonight and then just get that shovel out and get off as much as we can.
Sure.
Be a little bit more proactive.
A couple of lanes for your tires.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. Well, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about some weather preparations and what some communities around the metro are doing in preparation for the storm.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to Around the Block. Adria Goins with Kent Ogle here and D'Anthony with that awful sweatshirt on. What are you doing?
Texas. That's all I don't know why everyone's.
Oh my goodness!
It just says Texas.
You should not allow to wear that in this building.
I haven't been kicked out yet.
I know, right? I'm surprised. So we're going to continue to talk about our forecast because let's face it, that's what everybody's talking about.
Well, sure,
right now.
Of course. Golly, we don't ever see storms like this.
We don't. It is historic levels is what we've been discussing all morning long. And I know we talked a little bit a few minutes ago about what Embark is doing for homeless folks in our community in the metro. But we do want to warn people and remind people that if for whatever reason you don't have a shelter or a place to go, there are a list of warming centers at KFOR.com where you can go get a better understanding of which one's closest to you, and Embark will take you to those locations at any bus stop in the metro.
Glad you clarified that for sure.
Yeah. There's lots of warming centers, and I know they're going to do everything they can to make sure that no one is, because you don't understand fully to the extent until you feel those temperatures in the coming days, just how cold they're going to be.
That's right. And there's a lot of folks that will, on the weekends go down and take food till they know where the different encampments are and all that type of thing. And if you're one of those people and you're listening right now, it'd be a great time to go, tell folks that maybe, are unplugged, kind of off the grid a little bit. Hey, there are services for you. Want to help you. You don't want to be out here. This is truly life-threatening.
Yeah, that's great advice, Ken. Didn't even think about that because a lot of times, some of those people don't have access to a cell phone or the internet or anything like that.
Right.
There's also some smaller communities across Oklahoma that are making plans to protect their residents. And News 4's Abigail Franklin shows us one town that's prepping roads as well as making sure that everyone has a place to sleep. And there are plenty of options for people in this community. Take a look.
So we've done a lot of preparing, and we may not need it, but it's ready.
Grady County Emergency Management is working to ensure that rural Oklahoma is prepared for the first major winter weather event of the year.
The city of Chickasha has it already set that they're going to use some brine. It's a mixture of salt and water to prepare before ice even hits.
Just to the west, Caddo County has already treated the roads.
We'll have sandwiches, soups, brisket, spaghetti.
And some places are preparing to become an around-the-clock warming center for those who need them. It's an all-hands-on-deck situation for the ice and snow that's headed for our state. And that's what prompted members of the First Baptist Church of Anadarko to open their doors to keep people warm and fed during this storm.
It's a place where people can come get out of the cold, whether it's snowing or not. And we'll provide food, games they could play, and also then a place they can sleep at if they need shelter that night.
As of right now, it's the only warm shelter in Anadarko. The church is offering 3 meals a day, blankets, cots, and even shower facilities.
We've done this quite a few times for our community and for the surrounding area, but this time the forecasting was so strong we went ahead and did it early. So we're able to plan ahead, getting different people to cook, people to man the shelter and stay overnight.
In Anadarko, Abigail Franklin, Oklahoma's News 4.
And Grady County also has some warming centers and shelters there as well. And as we mentioned just a minute ago, you can find all those at KFOR.com.
Well, we applaud them. That's way to go. That's
incredible.
A great effort they're doing there for sure.
Yeah, and I love how he said we wanted to start ahead of time because of the predictions with this storm.
Right, the storm's so crazy. I know the kids feel like they're getting ripped off. It's hitting on a weekend. They're not getting those snow days. What?
Well, they actually, my children were out today. But the thing is that they say we're out for a snow day, but we aren't seeing any snow. And I said, just you wait.
Yeah, that's right.
Just calm down. It's coming.
You guys, I was telling Adria earlier that in the late 70s, the year I graduated high school, we had snow on the ground for 58 consecutive days. We had so many snow days out from school that the legislature had to come back and pass a law for us to graduate because we didn't have enough hours because they couldn't make up all the snow days.
Oh, my goodness.
That's how snowy of a year that was.
So when did you officially graduate? Was it in like late May, early June, or did they try to extend it?
It was late May. Yeah, they'd figured it out by then that they were going to have to do something. So
because then you would have pushed all the way into August.
Right. This was 1977.
My goodness, that's crazy.
Back when we rode dinosaurs to school.
Oh, no, come on. You're not that old. Come on. So we've been talking about, obviously, the roads, but this was something that I thought is important. And I know we go over it every single year about making sure you take care of your pipes and all that kind of stuff. But I got an email today, and I think we all did, that made me think, I didn't even think about that. But it was someone talking about how you need to unplug your water hose from your washing machine so it doesn't thaw especially if it's right up against one of those walls that are on the outside. I know about dripping my faucet, doing all that, but I didn't even think about that.
Well, and there are folks too that their washer and dryers are in their garage.
Yeah,
their hookups are actually out in their garage. So a lot of older homes were built that way. So definitely want to make sure. You may think, well, my car's in there, it's okay. It's the garage door's down, all this and that. It's still too cold.
It is way too cold. And Emily mentioned this morning, she suggests to all of you that are listening to start dripping your faucets this afternoon, early evening to get that started, especially if you have those faucets that are on the outside walls. But she even recommends doing all of them, especially with how cold it's going to be for so long.
And make sure you open those cabinets below to let the air around all the pipes and everything. So
yeah, man.
It'll be a tough go, though.
It is going to be a very tough go. So we talked about the travel. We had ODOT on with us this morning to talk about how they are also preparing the roads for us across the entire state, and they do a fabulous job. We've just gotten word within the past 24 hours that Oklahoma Highway Patrol is teaming up with the National Guard to help stranded drivers.
It's a good call there.
I think this is so smart. And they're not just in the Oklahoma City area. They're in 7 different locations. They are in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Woodward, Weatherford, Ardmore, Veneta, and Durant.
It's like a strike force. So they're going to have like 8 guys per crew that will, can pull up and take care of your situation.
Could you imagine? You're already just a nervous ball of wreck, a nervous wreck after you crash your car, get stranded on the side of the road, and then seeing these 8 guys in military uniforms.
What did I do?
Oh my goodness. They're good. They're there to help.
That's right.
That is so good. So they said they'll focus on rescuing stranded motorists and moving vehicles off of the roadways. They say if you have to drive, they ask that you slow down, obviously, around sand trucks, first responders, wreckers, and increase your distance. distance. But OHP partnering up with the Oklahoma National Guard to create their smart teams in those 6 locations during all the upcoming winter weather.
Right. That guy there, he's not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
Quit
spinning your wheels.
We had one guy, we had some video of a guy a few years ago in one of these snowstorms. He had his top down on his convertible and was flying down the highway. He thought he was pretty cool. We caught up with him about 5 miles later on I-44. He was stuck.
Oh my goodness. I hope he hit the button to like raise up the. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was game. That was pretty good stuff.
You know,
that's a good idea. Got a shovel out. Keep a shovel in.
Yeah, keep a shovel. I just got 4 new tires, so I'm really hoping that if I have to get out and go walk like on Monday coming to work, that those tires will be good enough to get me there. Just hope the streets are good enough. I'm so anxious about that. And I was telling them earlier, Kent, that I'm not worried about myself per se and my driving. I'm worried about everyone else's driving.
Right.
And I always worry whenever I see someone in my rearview mirror and they're coming up a little faster than what I like, because I go really slow and it's then I always say to myself, slow down. You're getting too close. Slow down.
There's always some yahoo who thinks that he can handle it, that he's I'm a great driver.
Fishtails all over So we talked about this a little bit during the morning show as well. We were just talking about ODOT, but they have named their snow plows.
I like that.
This is so great. So what they have done, they asked grade schoolers to help them name their snow plows, and they had 400 creative name submissions and more than 2,100 votes that were cast statewide. I think, do you have this? Nope, wrong picture. That's your brother.
Yeah, it is.
We had Caitlin on yesterday, and we were talking about babies and if your babies look like you.
Yeah. Okay.
And she popped that up because I think Gus looks just like Caitlin. Anyways, so the Department of Transportation announced the winners back in October of the Snow Plow naming contest. Do we have those names, D'Anthony?
Great names.
Okay. Yeah, they're really great. He's going to pop them up. And it also talks about the age. Oh, here we go. Here. Where'd it go? Okay, hold on. He's got to fix it in the system. But here it is. Okay, here it is. So you can also follow these snow plows on their website because it shows you exactly where they are. But you have Plowabunga, Salty Susie, Scoop, there it is.
Scoop, there it is. I love that one.
Little Snow Peep, Holy Plow, Snowy McPlowface. This is one you'll like.
Yeah, I like Sled
Zeppelin.
Can't go wrong with that, right?
Plowosaurus Rex, Plowy McPlowface, Cleopatra. That's pretty creative. Snowbegon Kenobi. Oh, Snowbegon Kenobi. Okay, I get it now. Star Wars.
Snowbegon.
Yeah, like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Workin' Snovertime.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Scoop Dog, White Lightning, Sleetwood Mac.
That's a real good one.
Darth Blader.
That's a good one too.
Ava, that 3rd grader, she's smart.
Right.
Control Salt Delete. Oh, Snow You Didn't. Plow Chicka Plow. Okay, that is a play on words from a very popular children's book.
Oh, okay.
It's called Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. It's very, very good book.
Okay.
Plownado, Ain't No Snow in Oklahoma, Snowby Wan Kenobi, Betty Whiteout, and the Big Snowplowski. And we were talking last night. We're like, little Catherine is a kindergartner. Her parents are either really crazy to let her watch the Big Lebowski already. She might have had a little bit of help.
Might have had a little help. Some of those sound like maybe they had some help. That's fun.
That is cute. Yeah.
That's a neat thing they did there.
And you can monitor it. As I mentioned, you can watch them as they're working on the roads.
Yeah.
Each one by name as they're working on the roads.
That's a good way, actually, to kind of see the conditions in your area. You go to ODOT and you're like, well, here's a guy that's, he's up on whatever. He's on Highway 3 out by us in Woodward or somewhere, and you can see where
they're working.
What it looks like, what the street's like.
Especially if you're thinking say you're a nurse and you need to get to work and it's Sunday morning and you're thinking, oh my goodness, the roads might just be terrible. You can take a look at that and see where they've been. So it might give you a better understanding of how the roads might be in that area. And we still, which I think is probably I'm a little torn on whether or not the Thunder game should be played tonight, but it's going to be, and we've heard word from the Thunder that it has not been canceled.
Right.
It's tonight at 7:00 against the Indiana Pacers.
The Pacers are already in town. They came in town a couple of days ago, so they're here. Might as well play.
Now they fly into a different airport. Or do they fly into Will Rogers?
That I'm not sure about.
Because I wondered how quickly they'll get those runways cleared off from all of this. Because Sunday is when the Raptors are going to be
Raptors
here.
Come in, yeah. I'm not sure. Good question.
That is something that only the NBA Commissioner Silver can decide. Apparently,
NBA office will be the one that decides.
They do. They get to decide what's going on with those games. But as of right now, tonight, 7:00, Indiana Pacers will be in town to play the Thunder. And tickets are kind of cheap, I've seen so far right now. So if you live in downtown or close by, if you can walk, use an Embark transportation and get the chance to go, just be safe and be careful.
I'm wondering if they might just throw the doors open for those games.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Come on in.
After halftime or whatever, yeah.
Just stay off courtside and you can just have a good old time. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Adria and Kent are gone. And Heather and Teray are here.
Yeah.
So we're mixing things up today a little bit.
Yeah, we like fresh faces.
Yes. D'Anthony is still fresh.
He's always fresh.
D'Anthony
As long as he doesn't have that Texas on.
See, you, Adria, Kent, everyone's just on me today.
Oh, with the Texas?
Yeah.
You're just asking for it when you wear that.
Well, it's right in our face. We're gonna have to get him some.
I gotta think about my family. They're in this storm too, so I'm wearing it for them.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna get it down south like ice, and everybody's saying DFW is gonna be iced in. What are they doing to prepare?
Oh, my parents think it's not happening.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My sister,
well, at least my dad. But
your sister lives where, Teray?
Sean lives in Frisco. She texted me. She said it's 55 down there, and it's just raining off and on.
Okay. Yeah, the big stuff's starting to move in this evening here in Oklahoma. And then I have a daughter who's right now in North Carolina. They're going to get the darkest purple of all the purples, and it says crippling where she's going to be. So she's probably going to be there for a lot longer than she planned. She's planning on coming back on Tuesday, but I think it's going to be more like Thursday maybe. So hopefully no power outages for them. But here in Oklahoma, obviously, you heard Adria and Kent talking about it. All the preparations underway. And I'm actually going to be coming in on Sunday morning to anchor our morning newscast. I'm going to leave my house at 4:30, get here by 5 a.m., start at 6 a.m., anchoring on Sunday morning. We all have different shifts that we're doing just so we can keep you guys forewarned and stay on the air. And Teray, you're coming in too.
Yeah, I'll be here at 6 on the digital side. And of course, we'll be streaming. You can find all of that information at KFOR.com. And we'll keep you up to date with verticals because our reporters will be out in the field. We can shoot some vertical shots, get up on TikTok. All of your favorite platforms, KFOR is there.
Yes, vertical videos is what she means for reels, things like that. So the reporters shoot them out in the field. So you'll get to see those on all social media, live streaming here.
We'll also have a live blog too.
Yeah, live blog on KFOR.com. Get our apps. We have the Forewarn Me app and we have our KFOR app. Both are free. So do all of those things to prepare. Hopefully you've already gotten all of your groceries ready, that you have your, what are they called? The insulators that you put on your hoses on the outside where it connects to the wall.
Or a sock.
Yeah, or sock.
Can you use sock?
I mean, it's not going to do anything, but you could use several socks, maybe like 10. Those insulators, they don't do that much, but they do help. So, and then also tonight, of course, open your cabinet doors, drip your waters through Saturday, through Sunday, even possibly. There was a lady, and I don't know, D'Anthony, did you guys talk about this earlier? She says to disconnect your washer if it's on an outside wall or in the garage, disconnect that so that that doesn't bust the pipes, so. Yeah. There's a lot to put into it when we have extreme cold, but we will be working around the clock for you guys, and hopefully everyone stays safe out there. And the only benefit of me coming in at 4:30 in the morning on Sunday, I say the only benefit, For me, I'm nervous about driving. However, the only benefit of me driving is that I'll probably be the only one out there, me and like 2 other cars. So if I slide or if it's rough, at least hopefully I won't slide into anyone.
You'll just slide into one of those drifts that Mike Morgan was talking about.
Yeah.
That could reach up to 3 feet.
Yeah. And probably cover
Maybe.
my car.
Yeah.
Never to be seen again.
We'd come look for you.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not digging in the ice, but we'll get somebody out there for you.
Yeah, that's what
hopefully I still have cell service. I don't know. Like,
I don't think you can. And if you get stuck in the snow, I don't think you can get any reception.
why are you laughing?
Sorry, Trey goes, we'll help you. I mean, I'll stay home, but
But we'll send somebody out to find you. Yeah.
It's cold out there.
It really is. And it still, though, it was like 31 degrees according to my car when I was driving in. But just the walk from the parking lot to the building, freezing.
And Emily said she tweeted, because I will also be tweeting live, keeping all of the Twitter fans and X fans, not Twitter, but X people informed about the road conditions and anything else. But Emily said there's already light snow in Chickasha.
Yeah.
So we're an hour away.
Right. Yeah, we shall see what all gets dumped right on top of us. So it's going to be a long ordeal, 2 different waves all the way through possibly Monday. So we'll wait and see. Maybe even, hopefully it ends Sunday.
Well,
But-
even if it ends, it's still got to defrost.
You got to clean it up. Yeah. And then when it defrosts, then it'll freeze to ice. You know what I mean? So there's
Ah.
going to be a lot of cleanup going on.
Yes.
But we will be here and ready for it. Okay, we're going to get to some news, we promise. But first, it wouldn't be a Friday if we don't play K4 Plus Feud. We know a lot of you guys count on it because you play along at home. So we're going to do that quickly. And then we'll get
Quickly,
to some news.
I'm gonna whoop her quickly. That's
I
what,
don't know
that's
about
what
that.
that's what she was saying.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm greasy and cheesy over here.
Greasy and cheesy.
Greasy and
Wow.
cheesy.
Okay, so here's how it works. If you have never watched before, we used to clap.
I like the clap better.
Do you
I
want
did
to
too,
do the
but
clap?
he couldn't tell.
No,
like,
we
who
can do
was-
the clap because Avon's
Avon,
looking
you know
dead
what,
in
you're
our
here.
mouth.
Okay, Avon,
Just
you get to. We're
watch.
going to do the clap.
Okay.
And so whoever claps first, you have to wait till he says the whole question,
Uh-huh.
and then asks the whole question, and then whoever claps first gets to lead off with the answer.
He already told me what the subjects are.
What are they?
I don't. I only did it because Trey has like a
Don't even-
streak.
A streak of luck.
D'Anthony, now I know you're cheating. I'm not playing.
Well, no, she just,
I asked for the
losing
subjects
streak.
because you know how they do us.
All he said is they're mixed. That was it.
Yeah, he said
That's
they're mixed.
all he said.
Oh yeah,
They're mixed like me.
And there's one question I really like, and I would see what y'all answer. But anyway, I'm just gonna start it. All right, top 6 answers on the board.
I don't believe you.
Name something you're always finding in your pocket. Who was that?
It was Heather.
Heather.
Change. Pocket change.
You know what? That's number 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
Number 3.
Um,
That was number 3.
I can think of several.
You
things.
can't, not with 3 seconds or 5.
Okay, chapstick.
Oh, that's a good one.
No. Mm-mm.
Your turn.
Mm-mm.
A picture.
Uh,
Somebody's picture in your pocket?
No.
In your pocket?
Okay, so we're out of guesses, but I would say
Avon,
my next
what-
one was lint.
That's not
Like
lint.
pocket lint.
Okay.
Was that on there?
So number 6 was phone. Number 5
duh.
was keys. Number
Oh,
4
keys.
was jewelry. Number 2 was
Why?
Look how they
food.
spelled
Yeah,
jewelry.
jewelry.
I-
That's
I
that's
copied and
D'Anthony.
pasted. I ain't gonna lie.
She
I
copied
was
and
in a hurry.
pasted it. That's what you get.
Jewelry.
And that was someone else. And then
Food
number
in your
1
pocket.
was
Oh, it was
number 1
lint.
was lint.
I was gonna think Oklahoma. You better get to
I
text
would have
me what
won
these
the
answers
game.
are.
All right, let's go to the next one.
All right, top 4 answers on the board. If a person's head down in church, what are they doing?
That was Heather.
Heather.
By a mile.
Sleeping,
Oh, number 2. That was number 2.
praying.
That's number 1. 1, 2. All right, so now I got to reveal the rest.
Why
of
you
them
gotta reveal
Okay.
the rest? She's got
because she
to.
guessed number 1.
Oh, okay.
So number 4 was texting.
Yeah.
And number 3 was thinking.
I would say chewing gum. That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
but why would your head be down?
Because you're chewing gum. Most preachers don't like you chewing
Yeah.
gum in the sanctuary.
I would have said that.
I got called out. They told me to bring it to the front, stick it on a piece of paper.
Really?
Yes.
What church do you go to?
It was my uncle's church. He did all the family members like that. We were so embarrassed.
How old were you?
I was like in the 8th, 9th grade. But the whole family was chewing gum. He made us all go up there and put it on a piece of paper.
Wow. And did the congregation laugh, or what?
What do you think? We were talked about the whole time. They was passing notes, and then they be passing candy in the church. They know they be passing peppermint around.
Yeah, because you'll hear that.
Don't you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Next question. Here we go. Get ready.
Top 6 answers on the board. Name a place that people have to go to.
Work.
That's number 2.
Okay, where else do we have to go to?
Yes.
Court. You have to go to court.
Give her an X.
I'm gonna have to get with Avon on this one.
You're gonna give her an X, Avon?
Technically, yes.
You listen.
I'm just gonna give it to you. It's jury duty, number 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so
You ain't got another one.
I would say church, but you don't have to go to church.
Yes,
so
you
I'm
do.
going to say
Well,
okay, church.
You're going to the devil if you don't.
church, wrong.
Yep, she's going to the devil. I would say that you would have to go to the bathroom.
That's number 1.
Oh, give it up for Gables. Give it up
So
for
I gotta
Gables.
reveal the rest. Number 6 was the DMV. Number 4, the store. And number 3,
I like the store.
the doctor's office.
Okay.
The doctor's office.
All right.
Next one, top 6 answers on the board. Name something you tried to avoid while camping in the woods.
Heather again. Right, you gotta be faster.
Going to the bathroom outside.
Give her an X.
Yeah, that's an X. All right.
What?
Do you want
That'd
me
be
to-
the worst
do you-
part about it.
do
Give me the question again, because Heather messed up my train of thought.
Name something you tried to avoid while camping in the woods. Name something.
A snake.
Ooh, that's number 3.
Oh, I like it.
That's
Nice.
number 3. You got it.
What do you mean I got
You
it?
got
Shut
it.
up,
I know you-
Anthony. I know what you're
I
saying.
know you-
You've already given her the topics. Go ahead.
He didn't give me
He's
this
giving
topic.
you clues. He is.
I would say a bear.
That's number 1.
There you go. Good job. He meant wildlife. That's why he's like, you got it. You got it.
That don't mean wildlife when you say you got
I
it.
didn't mean no. I just meant like she was like
Because you said snake.
she had something on the tip of her tongue. But
I did have it
all
on
right,
the tip.
so number 6. This one's
It's unheard of. That's what you're saying.
this one. I would avoid this. Your ex.
You put that in there.
I did.
That's him.
I
That's a
did.
D.
Number
Yeah.
5. Clowns. I put that one in. Number 4.
Why are there 5 votes on it then?
Because he put it on there. It's Planet of Nothing.
Me, myself, I, Dean, D. Those were 5 people. Skunks, and then number 2, we got bugs. We
Okay.
wanna
Yeah, I
avoid
agree with bugs.
Yeah. Mountain
All right.
lions. There's a whole bunch of stuff I would want to avoid.
I don't think we have mountain lions in Oklahoma.
Oh, yes, we do. Confirmed sightings. Several.
Top 6 answers on the board. Name something to help you through a lonely night.
Heather again.
You over there looking at Heather.
No, I'm literally looking between you.
A movie.
Give her an X. Give me that.
Wait,
Give me that.
hold on.
Like Netflix, watching something
No,
on TV.
you
at
ain't
home.
at no.
Movie.
No.
I gotta
David
give you the
said
X
no.
on that one.
Give me the question again because Heather be messing
Okay,
with me.
name
You
something to
always
help.
say that.
Name something to help you through a lonely night.
A movie. A movie.
Wrong. She
I
answered
literally just said that.
Oh,
She
well, that's
said
why you be
that.
messing me up. I be thinking about what you're saying.
that. All right, I gotta reveal it. Number 6, your partner.
World.
Number 5,
What is it?
a
No,
pet.
okay, no. Because if you're lonely, your
I-
partner's not there. So you made that up and that's
No, but you
incorrect.
can call your partner. It said it in there.
What was wrong with a movie?
I said movie and I got it wrong and then you guessed movie.
Well, you know what? Shoot.
Number 4, music. Number 3, food.
Who's listening to music when they're lonely?
Me.
Look at them hurting their hand.
Number 2, a good book. And number 1, don't get mad. Don't get mad. I asked Avon on this one. TV. Okay, y'all said movie.
That is
I-
literally what I said. I said
I-
watching Netflix, watching a movie.
did
I
say
asked
that.
Yes.
Avon.
I would think that when she
You guys
when we
are
both,
fired.
I say
Good
when we
grief.
both said movie, we should get the points.
Yeah,
Give
we
me
do.
40.
We both get 40 points.
Give us both 40
Yeah, we
because
do.
we both said the
So
right
if we both
answer.
get 40, it's like we both get nothing anyway because we still have the same score. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's lame. You're both
Ta-
fired.
Top 5 answers on the board.
These are men answers.
I know.
Name a U.S. city that never sleeps.
You better give it up,
That-
Avon.
that
Yeah, she was first. I think she was
Oh.
first. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fred.
Vegas, baby.
Number 2. That was number 2.
And then I'll go New York. New York.
Number 1. That was number 1.
All right, you got to reveal the rest
All right.
now.
So number 5 was Seattle.
Am I in the
never heard
lead
that.
finally?
You just gave me those points.
Hey, am I in the
No,
lead?
you're over here.
Yeah, you're team
This
one,
is-
sweetheart.
You're leading?
She
Yes,
had
for
like
the first
2
time.
number 1 answers.
Wow.
I know. Thank
Number
you.
4, Los Angeles. Number 3, Chicago.
Oh,
You gotta say
Chicago.
Seattle because the movie Sleepless in Seattle, and I know it's just
Oh.
referring to them, but whatever. Okay,
Okay, so this next
question.
one, I made it up.
Los
so
Angeles? Why would that be on there? Because I would think it's Los Angeles.
top
shuts it
six,
down.
top 6 answers on the board. I made this one up, so I had fun on this one. Who on the K4 Plus team would most likely punch a bear?
I can't even snap on that
Heather.
one. Just because Heather's been here longer. Why would I know an answer
This one
like
person, he said it. Oh crap!
Who?
Okay, I'll say Heather.
She said Heather.
Heather's number 2.
Oh,
Okay,
my turn.
no. It's my turn.
It's her.
Pick me, Heather.
We have many guests.
D'Anthony.
Oh,
Why would you put him as number one?
wrong.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Kevin Ogle.
He's not on the K4 Plus team.
Oh, it's on the K4. Don't you give me an X?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I said K4 Plus team as in like anyone that's been on the show or whatever.
you
So
see,
I gotta
Heather?
reveal it.
you need to say that in advance.
Oh,
Okay, what?
God.
I'm sorry. Okay, number 6, Teray.
You can put me as last. Really?
Well, I think you would run away. You'd be smart like me. I'd run away.
No, you got me wrong, buddy.
number
She's tough. She was in the army.
number 5, Adria.
Adria, she's above me.
I don't know. I just thought you would be like me.
What makes you think Adria would want to fight a bear?
I don't know.
Give us number 4.
Number 4, Caitlin.
Caitlin?
Oh, yeah,
She just had babies.
exactly. She has that like the mother strength. Number 3, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
I like how you put JAC because you don't know how to spell her name. What's number 1?
Well,
It better not be him.
number 1, it was David because he mentioned he'd punch a bear on the show.
I didn't.
What kind of mess is this?
Never
This
heard-
is the kind
I
of
was
stuff.
not on that show.
You were
Okay.
talking about your bear story.
Do we have? I would use bear spray, which I have a
Do they have
plethora
bear
of.
spray?
Yes, it's way stronger than pepper spray. Do we have any more questions?
Well, I need
Yes,
some of
we
that.
have, we have 3 more, and I can
we
go
don't
through
have
them
time
quick.
to get to 3 more. Holy cow, we got news to do. All right, let's make it fast.
Okay.
Let's go.
Name an OKC Thunder player.
Heather.
Okay.
That wasn't Heather.
SGA. Yes, it
SGA
was.
number 1. It was
Okay,
number
wait.
1.
Okay.
So-
You understand what I'm saying?
And
said
that's all
now,
the time
okay,
we have for this show.
So number 6 was Aaron Wiggins.
Oh yeah.
Number 5, iHeart. Number 4,
Who's
Luke
iHeart?
Dort.
Is that hard to say?
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Oh, I don't
Number
know him
3,
either.
J-Dub-J Will. If y'all said Jalen Williams. Number 2, Chet.
Chet.
Holmgren. Okay.
Oh my God.
Do we have time to do 2 more if we
I-
hurry?
yes.
Do one
yes.
more so I can at least try to
Listen,
win.
I'm
Oh, we
15
can do
ahead.
one
I
more.
think we need to
We can do one
shut
more.
this
Come
down. Okay, hurry up.
Name an Oklahoma landmark.
I think that's correct.
You got it right, you thinking right.
Were you looking at my screen or were you
No, I
not?
was listening to the clap off.
Oh, okay. Well, how do you know
Lame.
it? Okay.
Hurry. What do we got?
The state capital.
Wrong.
You know what? I'm done.
This
Heather.
is K4 Plus. D'Anthony puts these together, so you got to remember that.
I can
I'm going to
account
say
for
the
it.
blue whale.
Oh, that's number 4.
Okay. Let's see what else we got.
Pitiful.
I got to think because D'Anthony's the one putting these together. So I got to think. How would D'Anthony think?
He's
the round
thinking
barn.
the bread barn.
Round.
Uh,
barn.
Nope.
Wrong. By the
Lame.
way, I like that.
Can I get one more chance? 'Cause-
Yes, you
okay.
can have one more chance.
I looked at TripAdvisor.
I'm gonna say
Why
the
does she get one more chance?
so I can try to win the Route 66 highway.
Wrong. All right.
Okay, what are they?
The
You said Oklahoma
Skydance
landmarks.
Bridge. Number 5, the Golden Digger. I don't know
The
where that
Golden
is.
Digger.
I called the Golden Driller, but okay.
Well,
Oh my
it was-
gosh.
I
Oh my
looked
God.
at
D'Anthony, you typed
TripAdvisor.
that. You did not copy and
I-
paste.
I-
It's
yeah,
the
I-
Golden Driller.
It said it on TripAdvisor. Someone needs to fix that. Okay.
Or you need to type more correctly, like Jewel
What is the center of the universe? Get out of here.
Yes.
Paste that.
In
Send it to
Tulsa.
us.
That's true. That is true. In Tulsa, you can go to the center of the universe and you stand in this circle around a pole. And no, there's no pole. But so everything you say echoes within that center, and it's really. It was actually featured in Tulsa King, but they lied and said everything you said inside the circle, nobody could hear outside the circle. But it's just
That was
you
the
can.
original, yeah, that was the original item.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
done.
What's 2?
Number 2, Bricktown. I again looked at TripAdvisor. Don't
Okay.
get mad at me. Number 1, obviously, the OKC National Memorial
Well, yeah.
Museum.
There's that. Okay.
Oh,
Is what it is.
So Heather won.
Yeah.
We have one more.
Oh, we have one more. Yeah.
come on, so I can
Okay, you
try
got
to stay.
25 points
Okay.
to go.
One more.
To Ray.
Name a famous person from Oklahoma.
Good darn.
Reba McEntire.
Nope.
Number 3.
Okay,
Brooks.
give me a chance to beat
No.
number-
Garth Brooks.
Wrong.
No, you're wrong.
I tell
You are wrong.
Here, I got one.
What are you doing?
Here, you ready? Toby Keith.
Wrong.
How is that when he's on
That's
the
so
freaking water
stupid.
tower
Okay.
in Yukon?
Okay, how about Megan Mullally? Let's keep going. Megan Mullally.
Wrong.
Kristen Chenoweth.
Oh yeah, yeah. I put her on there. Yeah.
She doesn't don't you give her no points when she got one wrong.
Carrie Underwood.
Take that point away.
Carrie Underwood.
Number 2. This is just chaos.
How is Keith
Just keep guessing. Who else is from Oklahoma? Famous.
Country? Or can I color me bad? Brian Abrams.
Color me bad.
X.
What do you mean X?
I looked at a list online.
Color me bad is from Oklahoma.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but top 6. So the
But
6.
how famous are if
They were, hey, he was like that guy. Who's that guy that's married to the Bieber girl? No, it's the Bieber boy. He was just as famous as the Bieber boy.
I don't
Leave
know.
It to Beaver?
No,
Who
not
are you
Leave It to
talking
Bieber.
about?
That Bieber boy.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Hanson. Hanson, are they on there?
No. And Justin Bieber's from Canada.
I'm saying he was on all of those little teenage.
Okay, let's look at the answers.
Okay.
Cow.
Number 5, Blake Shelton.
Duh.
He's from
Oh
there.
my gosh, yes.
Number 4, Chuck Norris. I didn't know.
Chuck
this,
Norris.
I didn't know that
Ay-ya!
apparently. And number 1, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Dude, no.
Not his
hey,
parents.
No,
lived
no, no,
here.
no.
Don't get mad at me.
Listen, I'm
grandma
from
was-
Shawnee.
His grandma was.
He was like maybe born in Shawnee and left like 6 months later. That doesn't count.
his parents was at the nursing home. His grandparents.
What else you
Well,
got?
Heather won, so that was
Okay,
it.
yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's all that matters is that what y'all focus on is Heather winning.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Coming up next, we have a lot of stories to get to. We
do.
wanted to play that game because, again, a lot of people play it at home, and they're always rooting on Teray because she's the underdog.
But do you understand why Oklahoma? I mean,
She's
I
also
wonder what
highly
they would. I
competitive.
wonder if the folks at home would have got any of those names on.
Everybody, I guarantee you, everybody got Blake Shelton except for us. That was dumb.
Blake
Okay.
Shelton, not
From-
us
from
not knowing.
Oklahoma. But you know, my favorite part of that whole game was when I said movie, didn't get it, and then you said movie.
I asked a second opinion.
Hey, quit cracking.
That was on him.
Okay, we got a lot of news to get to. We're going to talk a little bit more about our weather too. I mean, good grief, so many pages. We're not going to get it all in, but we'll have more for you right after this break. Hey everybody, welcome back to Around the Block. So I remember a lot of my favorite childhood toys. Do you, Teray and D'Anthony?
Absolutely. I mean, I use paper dolls.
Those were fun to make.
You got to color a lot. I prefer the real doll, but my mom was like, no, deal with the paper.
So, did you ever play with potato heads?
That was
Mr.
my
and Mrs.?
favorite. That was my favorite.
Take
of
out
all
their
time.
eyes, put in their ears.
Even in
on
Toy
top of the
Story.
head.
The Toy
Yeah.
Story.
Yes, that I love Toy Story, all the movies. But so in Rhode Island, they're pretty salty right now because they're mad at Hasbro. Hasbro has moved its headquarters from Rhode Island to Boston. So in Rhode Island, they said you had the option to have a license plate here that had Mr. Potato Head on it because that's where the headquarters were there in Rhode Island. Well, now that Hasbro's moved to Boston, Rhode Island's like, out with the plates. You no longer have a choice.
Really?
That's how salty they are about this whole thing.
I'd be salty too. That's cute.
It is kind of cute, but it's also interesting that he was even on a plate to begin with. Yes, I'll take Mr. Potato
I mean,
Head,
because that's a big sponsorship to get Hasbro on a
That's a big
license
thing.
plate.
All right, we have time for possibly one. Am I in the wrong with Mr. D'Anthony?
Am I in the wrong?
Let's summarize this.
You are.
Okay. Oh, man.
Okay, here's the thing. So D'Anthony gets these "Am I in the wrong" ideas from Reddit, and people post them there and ask for comments. I did this and I reacted this way. Am I in the wrong? They give their opinions. We'll give ours. Go ahead, D'Anthony.
Okay.
I got an opinion.
So, am I in the wrong for adopting a dog after I thought my boyfriend broke up with me? The boyfriend says he's pressing pause on the relationship and disappears for 6
Pause.
weeks with zero communication, leaving the girlfriend unsure whether they're still together at all. She texts, calls just to confirm he arrived safely and gets nothing. No replies, no updates, classic ghosting behavior in her eyes. Believing the relationship is over, she adopts a senior rescue dog, something she never did before because her boyfriend is severely allergic. 6 weeks later, he reappears and says he's done self-work, wants to unpause the relationship, and even talks about moving in together, catching her completely off guard. He sees the dog, freaks out about his allergies, and accuses her of disrespect for adopting one, while she maintains Well, she's under the impression that he ghosted her and has no claim on her life anymore. Is she the villain for getting a dog, or was she the one who effectively ended the relationship by disappearing and expecting her to wait around without communication? I guess she's saying, is she wrong for getting the dog and thinking they're over?
Oh no, she's not wrong at all.
I mean,
I gotta be careful what I say. I almost said something.
Yeah, be
Nothing.
careful.
I gotta be careful what I say. But no, she's not at all. He ghosted her. He left her. Didn't talk to her for 6 weeks. And then he comes back saying, "I've done self work. Blah blah blah. Sorry, you're out, dude." No.
She's under the impression she is in the wrong because they were pressing pause. But my whole thing is, there's no pause in a relationship. It's just.
And then he doesn't talk to her for 6 weeks. We're talking maybe like 6 days.
But what if he
But
came
6
back with the
weeks?
food
No.
and the dog food after 6 weeks?
And he's allergic to dogs. He doesn't want the dog.
Yeah, why'd you get a dog anyway and you're allergic to it?
You're not. No.
Well, I
She
wouldn't get a
adopted
dog.
a senior dog while he was gone for 6 weeks and ghosted her.
Yep.
And then he came back and he's like, I'm allergic to dogs. She's like, I didn't know you were coming back. So she's not in the wrong.
Is this what people go to therapy for?
Yes.
My
That
God.
stresses me out.
Well, these people go to Reddit and ask if they're in the wrong.
No. And she gave that senior dog a good home. Yeah. No, he can.
But they put that. What do you think? Do you really think so? Are you saying that when they put the relationship on pause, that the relationship was over at that time? Is that what you're insinuating?
He's insinuating. He's thinking like, oh, it's just a pause. It's not like I just don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, not right now. I want to focus on myself. But she took it as like, oh, it's over. Like, well, I don't know. This whole pause thing is confusing.
Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Remember when you guys probably, I don't know if you ever watched Friends. Did you watch Friends?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. It was when Ross said, we were on a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's not in the wrong. He is. Okay, really quickly, we got to get to our bizarre holidays of the day, but we do want to tell you before we leave that we will have complete coverage around the clock, most likely, definitely at KFOR.com, also on our social media, and definitely on our free apps, Forewarn Me, the Forewarn Me app, and our KFOR app. Then we'll be having weekend-long newscasts as well. So we will be doing everything we can to keep you guys safe and to give you the heads up. First one I want to get to, though, speaking of which, today is Snowplow Mailbox Hockey Day.
Where'd you get that?
It's the very last one. Humorously highlights the high frequency of mailboxes being knocked down by snowplows during winter storms. That could happen. What's next, guys?
International Sticky Toffee Pudding Day.
Okay.
Measure your feet day.
It's Measure Your Feet Day.
Your
Why?
toes. I don't know. People are got foot fetishes around here.
I mean, somebody register that.
National Handwriting Day.
And it's National Rhubarb Pie Day and National Pie Day. So everybody be safe out there. Please stay tuned to KFOR all weekend long. We'll be here covering it for you, and we will get through it together. We hope you guys have a great day and
stay safe.
Stay safe.